words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stampin' Stampede, and today I wanted to do a little live using the Splendid Thoughts stamp set and die set. So for this card you will need the stamps and the dies, and what I have done is just taken some basic white cardstock. I've stamped it first in garden green, and then you want to use your Stampin' Blends, and I have used the light Granny Apple and the dark Granny Apple. And what I'm going to do is just take the brush end and just colour in the whole entire leaf on the whole thing, and then using the dark just come in and colour in the shaded section just directly over the top. So once you've done the whole leaf colouring in with the two blends, what you then need for this is a layer of basic white. You also need a piece of acetate or window sheeting, and you'll need a base card of Granny Apple Green as well. Once you've coloured in the leaves, what you want to do is you need about 6 of these. So once you've stamped 6, coloured in 6, and then die cut them out, what you also need to do is use the Let's Celebrate from the stamp. And what I did was I actually cut out using the Labels Aglow die, and what I did was actually stamped it first, and then when you use the die, make sure to line up these 3 dots on either side of the L, because otherwise the L gets chopped out if you use it over the top of the 3 larger circles. So you can see that there. So just make sure you line up the L when you cut out. So stamp first and then cutting out over the top there. And then with the acetate, what I did find a little easier to do is put it on a dark sheet of cardstock so you can actually see where you're sticking. And you'll need your multi-purpose adhesive. Now, I had to do this a little bit earlier due to the fact that it takes a little while to dry. And what I'll show you is, this is what you're left with. So I stuck down using the adhesive, just my multi-purpose. I've stuck down the words, and then I've stuck down each of the leaves, and then I have cut away the excess scrap bits onto there. So then what I do is made it so that it will actually fit onto this layer of basic white and then onto the Granny Apple base card. What you need to do with this for the floating technique, this is so that it will raise up and look like they are floating. So you want to now just go along and pop a whole bunch of mini dimensionals onto the back side of the acetate or window sheeting. Then just pop a few extra behind here, and I'm just putting a few in the center so that it doesn't sag too much, but I'm focusing more around the outer layers. So you may have seen the floating technique used by other demonstrators, and this sample actually is from the Stampin' Up demonstrator Stampin' Pretty, and I'm using hers to demonstrate this card. So once you've got all of those onto there, you are now going to go through and pick off all of the backs of your mini dimensionals. And I won't sit here too long and bore you with all of that, but you'll get the idea. What you then do is glue down your basic white, and then also gluing down your layer of acetate, and I'll just position it just there just so you can sort of see. So then you're left with like this floating raised acetate layer for your card. So that is our little live for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks Debbie for the compliment, and I hope you give it a go. I really like it. It's much easier than using the press and seal or peel and seal glad bake that we used to use. I do prefer the acetate. You can actually get a better outcome from that, so I do prefer just a little bit of acetate. You've always got the acetate or some window sheeting left over from your stamps when you open it up. So when you open up your stamp set, your photopolymers, you're actually left with a piece of acetate, and so hold on to that and give it a clean, and then it just goes down onto your card like that. So something really simple. I've just used monochromatic colors in here. Like I said, you need to just cut out stamp and cut out 6 of the leaves, color them in using the Stampin' Blends, then using your multi-purpose, glue that onto your window sheet or acetate, and then do your words and have it all glued down, and it just sits onto there. So I've just taken a few off just so you can start to see how it all comes together, and that is a really simple but effective way to actually make a floating card. So I will hopefully see you all next week, same time, same place. Thanks for watching. Bye.